Welcome back, everyone. I'm Aquil, and today I'm doing the 100 perk challenge here on, what am I on? Revelations. That's the one. Now, to those who don't know, I have a mod installed called the Reaper Collection, which makes it so there's a grand total of 51 perks on the map that can all be bought twice, and when you buy them a second time, they give you new unique benefits and effects and so on and so forth, and so there's basically 102 perks on the map. And so my goal in this video is to get every single perk and to explain to all of you what they do. Now, this is actually the last video in this series. This is it. This is the final one. I've played through every World at War map, every Black Ops 1 map. I've played through the Black Ops 2 maps that I can, but, you know, we didn't really get those completely remade in Black Ops 2, and there's not many that are remade into the custom maps yet. But, you know, there's a lot of good ones on the way. And so, you know, I did what I could there, and now I've played through all the Black Ops 3 maps. Except for, I skipped out on Zetsubo, but I do plan on probably doing that later on. We'll have to see. But for all intents and purposes, this is it. This is it for the series. We're done. However, with that said, I do actually plan on moving on to some of the custom maps after this. Because there's a lot of like really good custom maps out there that I would really like to play. I bought this instead of gun. That was a little bit silly. Look at we ball. But there's a few custom maps out there that work with this mod, and so I'd like to try out playing some of those. It really kind of just depends on how well those videos do. You know, if they do well, I'll keep going with it, fuck it. But if they, you know, if they'll start dropping off a bit, then I'm not gonna bother. I'm also gonna sort of mix around those videos a little bit too, in a way. Because, you know, if you noticed in my videos, or like the sort of uploads, like there's a big gap between Origins and Shadows of Evil. Now there's been, you know, there's a handful of reasons for that, but really all you need to know is that I was getting kind of annoyed at like the repetitiveness, because every video, including this one's gonna be the exact same, spoilers, it's like the first half of it I'm like, you know, I'm talking, I'm shooting the shit, I'm, you know, having a conversation, doing commentary, you know, as you do. And then the second half of it is always, this perk does this, and 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 whatever, you know, it got really repetitive. And so what I want to do for like the modded videos is, instead of focusing so much on like this perk does this, etc., I'm not going to explain them so much, and I'm not going to focus on it so much. But rather, I'm going to focus on like the maps and the Easter eggs on those maps, because, you know, on you know, in our little challenge here, I actually never really did the Easter eggs on any map, because, you know, everyone and their dog has done the Easter eggs. You know, that's not like the selling point of the series, so I never really cared to, like, I never bothered. Just didn't really mean nothing to me. However, like on a custom map, like those are a bit more niche. You know, not everyone has seen them and everything. And so, you know, trim out the whole, you know, this does this, this does this, this does this, and instead replace that with, you know, getting the Easter eggs and everything done, which I think will make for interesting videos. It'll be a lot less repetitive, ideally, and maybe doing some like little smaller challenges as well. I need to quit walking over that threshold. It's making my game like fuck up. It's like stuttering real bad. Sorry, but like doing like a sort of maybe like a reverse rainbow challenge kind of thing or something like that. Just, you know, mess it up a little bit. So there's gonna be a little bit of like mixing around what I do and trial and error. I'm also considering maybe, you know, for a few videos here and there sprinkled around. So, like, I can't do it too much, but maybe getting like an editor a little bit as well to help me work on some stuff. Just, you know, some off videos here and there. Stuff like the editing style changes a little bit, or like, you know, between videos it gets a little bit janky once in a while. That's gonna be why. However, in doing that, hopefully I can get out more videos, and hopefully I can sort of focus on some other things as well. Because I've mentioned this in the past, but like, as much as I love zombies, you know, as much as I enjoy playing it, as much as I love this series, I, at the end of the day, am not really a zombies YouTuber, like, ultimately. I know that's like kind of a little bit stupid to say, considering that like every video on my channel right now is zombies. But like in the past, I actually had like, it was somewhere in the 800s of videos on this channel for a while that have all been like deleted off the face of the earth, and the only ones I have remained are the zombies. But, like, I had like Fallout playthroughs, and like I think I played through Skyrim, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that I played through, and I need to start playing through some of that stuff again. I have some ideas of like different games I need to play through, because I don't want to just like kind of back myself into the corner and play zombies forever, because you know, Black Ops 6 is looking a little bit better. I am a little bit more hopeful for that one than like any of the CODs that have come up in like the last decade. But even with that said, this is very much like a sinking ship, unfortunately. Like, there's a few custom maps that I'm looking forward to, but otherwise I'm not buying Black Ops 6. I never intend to. But like, zombies is like kind of dead. It's kind of repetitive, and I don't want to just like get myself stuck in this corner forever, you know what I mean? And so, you know, I might switch things around just a little bit, try some new stuff, get out a handful of different like sort of series or videos or whatever else, see what I can do. That's part of the reason why I want like an editor at the same time, to help out a little bit. I can't fucking like hire someone full time. I'm not like Mr. Moneybags or something, but like, you know, get some of these videos out without like hyper focusing on them. Like, get someone else to do the work for me while I focus on other stuff. That's my main goal right now, just to bring you guys up to speed. But I'm thinking of adding like a completely different playlist. Like, this has all been shoved into like the Black Ops 300 perks playlist, but I'm thinking of making another one that'll be like specifically custom maps. Also, Revelations is like really shitting itself. I've actually re-recorded the Revelations video like a few times now, and it has never been this stuttery before. So this might look kind of bad on YouTube, and if it does, you know, my bad. Sorry. Sucks to suck, I guess. Anyway, while I've been rambling, I did get a handful of new perks. I'm not gonna explain like the base ones like Jug or Quick Revive, because you guys should know what that does. But I have Ethereal Razor, which increases melee damage, and then Nitrogen Cold, which is actually completely overpowered. And what that does is it'll slow zombies within a radius of you, and the double buy just increases that effect further. Actually, I did record this like a day ago. I think so. No, it was last weekend. I'm capping. I recorded this a week ago, and I got all the perks and whatnot. Because like, there gets to a point where you have so many perks that you're basically a god. And so I got a little bit cocky and started like, you know, doing some dumb shit that I should not have been doing. In doing so, I had like 80 perks, and I got myself killed like an absolute dangus. Oh dude, I was pissed. I was so mad. So I'm gonna be a little bit more careful this time. This is like a little bit cursed, but I'm actually gonna buy Repairment Realm, because what this does is it will double the amount of points when you repair barriers. You repair barriers instantly, and when zombies tear down barriers, they explode. The double buy makes it so you get 4 times the points. So if I run over here and repair this, oh yeah, I got like what, 200 points? It also increases the cap on the points you can get too. So it's not like, you know, you repair one window and you're like out of luck. But like, you repair multiple. Oh, we're cooking all of a sudden. Oh, does the double points apply? Oh my god, it does. Clicked up to 80. That's actually that doesn't feel right. This perk like doesn't seem all that great on its surface, but it's actually pretty OP in execution. Get us a lot of extra points that we really shouldn't have. Like, I think it probably already paid for itself, honestly. Alright, so I'm gonna buy Nuka-Cola. So this spawns a nuke when you go down, which in and of itself is like, alright, it's not the best thing in the world. But the best part is the double buy makes it so whenever you pick up a power-up, there's a chance it'll spawn in a second one right after. So it can actually be pretty hot. Yeah, that is one of the silly things about this perk though. Like, I think we killed like, what, 1 zombie, I believe. And, well, like, directly, we only killed a single zombie. And the rest just died on barriers. That's absolutely filth, but I love it. There are a handful of new gobblegums as well that are modded in, as well as every single gobblegum is in rotation, so we can get some crazy shit like shopping free. It's actually kind of interesting. People don't realize how difficult it can be to like play a game and to commentate at the same time. Like when you are talking to yourself and you're kind of like a little bit, you know, lost in sauce and deep in thought a little bit and like kind of rambling, it's so easy to lose track of what you're doing and to just like not completely think all the way. It doesn't always happen. Like if you are like deep in a conversation with yourself, you can lose yourself. But you know, if it's just like honestly, like the GK video, I was not lost in the sauce in that one at all. I was like, didn't want to talk at all. I was so not happy to be there. Fuck GK, dude. Oh, but now I'm balling. I like this map. It is a little bit of like a lazy map. It's like all the maps, the map. But you know what? Honestly, it's aight. It's aight. Oh my god, dude. I'm edging over here and knocked. Holy shit, dude. I should have died there so many times. Thank God for nitrogen cold, dude. That perk is so fucking goated. If I didn't have that, I would have died like 1,000 times over right there. Jesus, man. So I did get a handful of extra perks here. The first one is Dying Wish, which is, instead of dying, you will become briefly invincible for 9 seconds. But once you leave your invincibility, you only have a single health point. So you're like real squishy for a little bit. But honestly, it's worth it. It's better than like completely downing, you know? And then I got Incinder Brandy, which is chance to set zombies on fire, like that guy right there. And then if they get set on fire, I believe if you kill them, they explode. Or at least there's a chance of it. And the next perk I got is Miracle Hands Moko, which is actually completely busted. Because it allows me to change what power-ups drop. And then the other perk I got is Downer's Delight, which doubles bleed out time and you keep your weapon to go down. Oh, we got Ecstatic Elixir. Honestly, that's kind of like a garbage perk. It's a little bit pee pee poo poo. What it does is when you run by zombies, it'll stun them. And that's it. Like, it doesn't even do damage. And then we got Pack-a-Box, which is actually kind of goated. Maybe I can make use of that right now. Let's go find out. What that does is whenever you hit the box and you pick up a gun, there's a chance that it'll pack-a-punch itself. Oh my god, okay. Based? Yeah, I'll take that. Thanks. So this is a good gun, but I want... Oh my god, I was about to say I want a point gun. And that's exactly... Oh, and I got it pack-a-punch too. Oh, dude, we're balling. Honestly, this is a goated pack-a-punch camo too. This is really hot. Well, I'm gonna get Bandolier Bandit while I'm at it. Oh, I get that double buy too. Beautiful. So Bandolier Bandit does is that'll give you extra ammo for all your guns. And double buy makes it so your stowed weapons will very, very slowly regen ammo. Well, damn, unfortunately, Crusader's Ale doesn't seem to be working, which is kind of unfortunate. What it's supposed to do is it'll increase your melee damage a tiny bit, but more importantly, it'll double your melee points. But it's just not working right now. Unfortunately, some like the bigger maps like this, some of the perks just like randomly refuse to work for some reason. It's kind of like, I'm not sure what causes it to work and what causes it to like malfunction. I don't know. It's a little bit wild and wacky. Alright, so this perk here is called Cashback Cocktail. And what it does is whenever you buy something, you get 20% cash back, and then the double buy makes it so you get 30% cash back. It's a very, very good perk for points. But anyway, I picked up Blood Bullets there. What that does is you will slowly regenerate ammo in your equipped weapon. Oh yeah, there you are. And the double buy makes it so I think it'll also affect your stowed weapons a little bit, and then it'll affect wonder weapons as well. So theoretically, we now have infinite ammo for this. Now I did get a handful of extra perks there, kinda luckily, honestly. Like a whole bunch of them just dropped back to back. But what I got is Cashback Cocktail, which is whenever you kill zombies, there's a chance you'll get extra money for it. Vigor Rush adds explosive damage to your weapons. Blaze Phase is garbage, I hate it. But if you crouch still, you get this fire effect. Now if I stand up, it'll blast forward and kill the zombies around me. Which isn't very good, honestly. It kind of sounds good, but like, it gets me killed a lot. Like, it seems like it doesn't kill zombies like directly in front of you. And it'll only kill the ones like behind you, like to your left and right. So if you like charge into a group, then you're dead basically. It's over. But then we got Time Slip, and what that does is that will Well, I'm gonna grab that. Why not? Fuck it. But what that does is whenever you hit the box or pack punch, it's like basically instant. Oh, I'm gonna grab Elemental Pop. What this does is it will randomly spawn in AATs. Yeah, he's got a bunch of new perks right there. So the first one I got is Zombshill, which what that does is, maybe I can get to proc right now. I can. That little orb right there is Zombshill, and that'll slow down zombies within a radius of it. The next one is No Bear Brew, so you won't get bears or like the shit bottles in Wonder Fizz, so those should stay in the same place forever. The next one I got is Winter's Wail, which is 3 times around when zombies hit you, they'll freeze. So it's kind of like a shittier version of Widow's Wine, basically. The next perk is Muscle Milk, and that is whenever you stab a zombie, it'll arc lightning to a bunch of them, kind of like a DG2 shot, and it's on a 15-second cooldown. And then we got Blood Wolf Bite, which what that does is that'll spawn in Luna, who is this wolf that'll go around and kill zombies. She's actually from Black Ops 4, and in Black Ops 4 she's not very good, but in Black Ops 3 she actually tears up really good. But unfortunately on bigger maps like this, she usually just doesn't work. Then we got ICU, which makes you invincible while performing actions, and you regen health quicker. And then I just grabbed Tactiquila right there, which is you get more points on multi-kills, and whenever you shoot, you have a chance of not using up ammo. Which, you know, when you have a wonder weapon like this, can actually be pretty OP. Let's see, I also got Change Choose, which I don't think I've ever seen that actually work. But what it's supposed to do is spawn in AATs on headshots, which, like, never actually happens, as far as I'm concerned. It's basically just a really, really shitty version of Elemental Pop. I also got Momentum Mojito, and what that does is whenever you run around, see if I can get that to proc. This one might be broken too. Let's see. Yes, it is very much broken as well. That's unfortunate. What it's supposed to do is as you run around, you'll get a little bit of momentum over time and you speed up, and then you kill zombies within a radius of you. Then I got Banana Colada, which isn't actually working right now, unfortunately. What it's supposed to do is when you slide, you'll get like a bunch of splooge behind you. That is basically the same as like the Sliquifier, but it does less damage. Then I got Stone Cold Stronghold, which probably won't work either. Let's see. I gotta stand still for it to work. No, it's not. What it's supposed to do is if you stand still for a while, you'll get like a ring around you. And if you stay within that ring, you generate armor over time, so you become a lot tankier and hard to kill. Then we got Victorious Tortoise, which is this here, which is if you have a shield, no matter which direction you get hit from, it'll use up that shield instead. So, you know, even at front, if you get hit with it, you'll be balling. Then we have Daminade, which increases grenade damage, and then you generate an extra grenade and tactical grenade every round. The next perk is Swarm Scotch, which is on headshots or reloading an empty clip. It'll spawn like this little blue swarm of little guys, and they'll go around between zombies and do damage to them. On a high round like this, it really doesn't do anything. But on like on lower rounds, they're actually really, really good. Then we get PhD Slider, which is basically PhD, so you won't take like explosive damage. And if you slide into zombies, they'll blow up. And then you got Ballsack Blast, which makes it so you can double jump. Oh, that's not working either. You're supposed to be able to double jump, and when you are like in the process of that double jump, you can actually ground pound, and it'll freeze zombies within a radius around you. So it's actually pretty good. Honestly though, like the real use for it is on custom maps. You can use it to like glitch into places that you really shouldn't be. And then for right now, the last one we have is Magnet Margarita, which makes it so if you get power ups, they'll slowly glide towards you, and that's it. It's honestly the worst perk in the entire lineup. Oh, it's got Fighter's Fizz. It's actually kind of overpowered. What that does is whenever you go down, you keep your guns, and if you kill something while you're down, you get right back up with all your perks and everything. It's actually like ridiculously powerful. I do like this map, honestly. Once again, like story-wise and shit, like if you fucking came to me in like the heyday of Black Ops 1 or even Black Ops 2 and you're like, yeah, this is zombies now, I'd be like, oh bro, you're capping. You are so fucking capped. Yeah, not at all the direction I would have brought zombies into, but fuck it. The next perk we got is Mad Guy's Moonshine, which is when you slide into zombies, you'll kill them. I think they like outright fucking explode. Like, it's pretty powerful actually. I think there's only there's a 10 round limit, and then the double buy is, I believe that makes it a 15 round limit. And then we got Death Perception, which makes it so you can see zombies through walls. And that's actually it. That's every single perk. Now we just have to get the double buys. Oh, I think that's it actually. That might have been the last perk. We'll have to wait for a second. It takes a minute to update on the bottom left. Huh? Yeah, we did it. We did it, boys. Got all 102 perks. That's it. That's it, ladies and gents. That's the final video in this series. That's it. Not even a very good video either. We did not leave off on a very high point. But yes, expect some custom maps here and there. You know, if you're excited for that, please, 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 please stick around. You know, subscribe, like the video, you know, all that fun stuff. You know how it is. But yeah, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.